Hi guys, just a quick disclaimer on this video. I've been up all night working my ass off trying to do it, and unfortunately it's a little harder for hearing sometimes because I did the great rookie mistake of leaving the in-game noise a little too loud. So I'll say bear with me. But because of that, it can be a little annoying. All right, hopefully not too much. Hopefully you still enjoy the video. But if you're the type that says fuck that, I just want to know the verdict, then I give a really quick recap within the last 3 minutes of the video. So if you want to do that, you can do that. Just fast forward to the last 3 minutes of the video. Thanks, those of you that watched the whole thing. Thank you, and remember, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. Thank you very much. What's up, guys? Ace here. I'm gonna be doing a video real quick on Gargoyle. His name looks like is Malite or Mallet. We're just gonna call him Malite, I guess. Alright. So looking at him, we'll take a look at his skills real quick. Alright. So Stone Claws. Skill 1. Attacks the enemy to inflict damage that increases according to your defense. And increases your defense by 20%, accumulates up to 5 times. So when I saw this, I immediately thought, oh man, violent. Get those stacks up real quick, right? I'll come back to that. Earth Strike. Increases damage, inflicts damage on all enemies in proportion to your defense, and provokes them for 1 turn with an 80% chance each. Afterwards, you will be turned into a statue until the next turn starts. While you are a statue, you won't be able to move, but you will gain immunity against inability effects. You receive 30% less damage and recover your HP by 10% until the statue state is gone. So, this skill made me think, okay, he hits AoE, so any AoE, you kind of want to spare on. But it also made me think, well, what about I have problems with Danny Hathor, and I'm like, well, if he can't, if he's got the immunity against inability effects, then he can be slept. So I thought, well, maybe a really fast Gargoyle, you use skill 2, and Hathor's not going to be able to sleep you. Okeanos is not going to be able to stun you. Alright, we'll hold that thought. And then he's got a passive. So, when you are turned into a statue, it will inflict damage that's proportionate to your defense to the target that attacks you. That's free damage. Every time he gets attacked as a statue, that's free damage. It also decreases the school time when you get attacked with a crit. So sort of like Skogul, but he just needs to get attacked. When the rock is in the air, this guy needs to be crit. And the cooldown time will be reduced. So I'm just going to tell you, I don't want this video to be really long. I wanted to test to see if, first of all, this defense increasing by 20% would accumulate if he revenged. Just squashed that idea completely, okay? I squashed it completely because of the second skill. Because I put him on Despair Revenge to test first, but you see this part where it says that you will be turned into a statue until your next turn starts. While you are a statue, you won't be able to move. That means that you're a statue and you cannot revenge. So revenge is out of the question. Yeah, it's gonna be a waste. The only time that you'll be able to use revenge is if you're not a statue, but you want to be a statue, and you're gonna see with some of the game plan that I'm gonna do here. Alright, so revenge is out of the question. So violent as well is out of the question for me, I believe, because what happens is when you're a statue, you want to stay a statue because of the passive. You want to be able to do free damage, right? And you can't if you use skill 2 and proc right out of it. Kind of like John's provoke. It sucks when she procs out of her invincibility, right? But this will be the same thing, except I think it hurts. Proccing out of this hurts this monster a ton more because now you don't have this free damage, and you don't have the possibility of your skill being off cooldown. All right, so I've settled on either Despair or as a gimmick Swift, but I think Despair, or maybe even triple guard, or you know, Rage. We're gonna test Rage. We're gonna test Rage Will. I do think Will is a must. I don't have a crazy like a 300 Swift set that I can throw on him. Speed, defense, and Swift's probably not gonna be viable because of this right here. His base speed is really low. It is only 93, which it sucks. It sucks. So you're gonna need amazing rules to do that first turn, maybe provoke and be a statue. All right. So I think we're gonna end up with either Despair or Rage as his best, the best runes for him. And I do believe that Will is definitely a must. You don't. I mean, you can still get stripped and reset, but you're not gonna get stunned. You're not gonna be immobilized, and hopefully, Will gives you at least one turn, right? All right, now we're gonna test his damage. All right. So let's go here, TOA, and as you see, I've been testing it a little bit already, and we're gonna test his damage on Despair runes, and his build is triple defense, defense, for a total of plus 2251. He's got a great base defense. He's not fast, plus 63, 56 crit, 78 crit damage. He's got a little bit of accuracy. You want ideally more than that so he can land his provokes. And the HP only 5,000, whatever. His leader skill unfortunately is not a defense. It gives increases HP of ally monsters with the wind, but it's global. You can use it anywhere for wind, but you're probably not going to be using that much. Alright, let's see. I'm going to do skill 2 again. 21.9 looks like. Okay, 5,000 right there, 5,000. 5,000 additional damage in his passive. And I don't think they crit, so I don't know if his cooldown got reduced or not. But that was 5,000 just from them hitting him. My triple defense build from his passive. And I am about 100% sure that his passive cannot crit. It's going to be like Fang. Alright, skill 1 on a triple defense. 24,000. That's not bad. Alright guys, we're back. He's on Rage Will. This is my Bulldozer rune set. Plus 1886 defense, 222 crit damage. Let's roll. Let's see how much the damage goes up. If it does, it's probably not going to go up on his passive, or we're hopefully going to see that as well. Last time it was about 49,885, I think, which we'll call it 5,000. Alright, on the passive. Alright, now let's see how much skill 2 does. It was doing about 21.5 the last on the triple defense Despair build. Okay, that's some damage. That's 35,000 AOE. I mean, that's some damage. That's good. That's damn good. All right, let's test this S1. I mean, now that I see that, maybe on a crit damage violent build, you can go maybe S1 proc into S2 maybe. Like I said, violent. It would just suck to if he procs out of this, or out of the statue. All right, let's see what S1 does on this Rage build. 36,000. 36,000. 4,493. You saw it there. So, like I said, it's not, his passive will not scale off crit damage at all. Alright, so as you saw, he did about 600 to 700 less damage with his passive. With the triple defense build, he was doing about 49, like 49.85, pretty much 5,000. So that's quite a bit less. Alright. Now enough of this, alright? That's a test. Here comes the fun part, alright? We're actually going to use him in Guild Wars, we're going to use him in Arena, and we're going to have some fun with him. On this full light team in Arena, let's see how he does. That that Artemil is going to suck. I'm honestly, we're probably not going to win, but just testing this Gargoyle, see if he's any good. Alright, let's get rid of all your shit. Alright, we missed a defense break on the John, so if we don't kill her, we are kind of screwed. Alright, so I do want to win this, so I'm going to give Tiana another turn, get some more damage in here, see how this team works. And unfortunately, I'm not speed tuned, so that John cut me. Alright, let's redo. Alright, this time we'll just give him the turn, see what happens. We're probably still gonna lose. Oh, that wasn't you. There we go. Good thing is that I don't do Arena Rush, so I don't really care too much. So I guess the method he is gonna be good. So we can, cause he's just too slow. He's legit just way too slow. Because my copper is slow, because he doesn't need to be fast. My bulldozer, and these are bulldozer runes. Alright, let's see the damage. This is an arena. These are more like C3 players. See, maybe like G1. It's just the arena just resets. Everyone's like fighter level right now. Oh, he killed no one. But I mean, he did okay damage. He almost got 2 of them, and yeah, he just needs some follow-up damage. Let's see if Tiana's follow-up damage can do it. Not enough. Let's get rid of this John. Now defense break on the Artemil. Let's kill him. We keep stealing all my bugs. Get some stats with him. Yeah, I mean, we won. It wasn't pretty. It definitely wasn't pretty. Let's see if we can. Alright, you know what? We're gonna try this. It's a second, it's a second turn cleave anyway that I'm using. So let's see. Let's see how it does against this. Oh, not bad. Hopefully they kill my Tiana. They would have both targeted Tiana. This would have been it. Alright, so I don't think I'm gonna get outsped this time or caught, but let's not risk it. Alright, let's see what kind of damage he does. He should have 22,000 only on that friend. Unless she's got a defense, that wasn't very good. Tiana did 24,000. Let's pop his in there. Yeah, guys. This rage. Oh, look at that, though. That was nice. That Theo just procced and his passive killed him. His passive killed him. And you saw that I was able to use it again? Because it reset his cooldowns on it. Okay, so my verdict on this is in the arena, yeah, no. It ain't gonna work. So we're gonna test him against the team on top. Pretty meta defense, John, Perna, Ritesh. And for that I should use Fang, Amelia, whatever. It really doesn't matter. Actually I use Fang and Amelia and I can beat it. Like, just Fang and Amelia is just so strong. The immunity and the defense buff. Alright, normally I lap, so I'm gonna wait. Usually it's Dozer in that slot, so I'm gonna wait. Because I really should go that turn before him. Alright, there we go. So we got the defense up. And let's put it on ×1. This is no defense breaks on anyone. Let's see what kind of damage we do on John and Ritesh. 9,000. It looks like we missed a crit on Ritesh, but 9,000 is not bad. No defense break. Alright. And let's hit on her. Alright. He landed the defense break. Because if you saw, that was 900 damage going back to him. And this is not good. That was 1,700 damage going back to him. And we need this cleanse from Amelia. We're getting in trouble right here. This is going to be a very short video. Oh. And as you saw, he also recovers his life when he was in statue form. He recovers quite a bit, actually. I'll slow it down and check it again during the video. Alright, Prince gonna hammer on him now. You know, they keep critting, so we can't see how much his passive is dealing back to them. Statue. The defense buff up. You know, I'm gonna see if Prina can kill herself versus him. You see how he recovers his HP by 10% until the statue is gone. So he gained 10%, and then the heals over time from Fang. But we're just gonna try to kill this player. Oh shit! 33,000. Skill 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, I mean, this team is 12,000 defense break. I mean, that's on Rage. I think Despair is going to be the way to go on him. You really probably don't want to waste, you know, all your dozer set on him, obviously. You probably should. As you saw, he's not going to help you in Arena. He's a great tank in Guild Wars, so might as well add more defense to him. So I know a lot of people don't have Fang, so that team you're not going to be able to use. So we're going to just use the Fire Panda. And I mean, this Panda is not that great. Speed, crit rate, HP. It is pretty much horrible. Alright? But I'm going to show you the power of Amelia if you have her against any John team, and then the Gargoyles should be able to tank that Perna out. At least we hope so. Alright, let's see how it goes. But it's the heals from the Fang and the Shang Fei here that are definitely gonna help. Ooh, this could have been bad actually. That busted out sped by Amelia. And John Dirt, the John Dirt, luckily. Alright, let's get this going. After Amelia moves, I mean, it should be good. We get some because that Perna's got attack buff, so he's gonna hit hard, but we got defense buff too. Alright, let's get this. Zero provokes. He's got like zero accuracy. Okay, you see the Perna proc? You see the Perna's life? That's a damaged Perna, obviously, but his passive really did some work on that Perna. See if we can. Now we got a slow, not bad. Alright, Amelia constant glancing. This time Perna was in Vis, so see, we got it back again. We've got the skill 2 back again. Let's see if we anything. Nope. Back to a statue. I actually do like him being this low because he'll stay a statue quite a bit. And they're going to go hammer him. But see, I mean, he's a damn tank with defense buff and defense, those defense stats. He's taking like no damage. And that skill already reduces it about 30%. Alright, let's do some skill 1. 14,000 on a Perna with no defense break. Yeah, I mean, this fight's dragging on quite a bit, but I mean, it's working. As you saw, it's working. He's a legit tank. He's a legit defense tank. He's taking a beating. He took a beating from Perna. That was a damage Perna with defense, with attack buff. It wasn't a problem. Now, you remember how I said that I do think the spare is better? I do believe that. Because as you saw, I know they have the resistance, so that's probably... I mean, obviously it didn't help with him landing those provokes, but, you know, if he had the despair, he'd have that utility. He would have that utility for the stuns. Alright, so, I mean, these aren't fast at all, but I'm sure a lot of you have seen that John Perna +1 is pretty meta, right? So hey, if you've been struggling with that and you have an Amelia, I mean, you can beat it now. You can beat it. You take your Sean Fei, you take your Amelia, and you take your new Gargoyle. A lot of it out here, but it's in the bag. Who can you replace Amelia with? Unfortunately for this defense, you need the Amelia and the defense buff, right? But you can actually maybe do a Delphoy as your lead. You got the heals there, and then you can do just any other defense buffer, I guess. She'll give you the lead. She could have reset the Perna as well. But the problem with bringing another wind is he's not gonna not be getting hit. Whoa! What just happened here? He's probably not gonna be getting hit. So. I think I'm gonna get soloed by this Fermi. This should be so close. Bonus content, guys. Bonus content. Alright, guys. So I was trying to think of like a free-to-play kind of team that maybe you can use him with, but I completely forgot that I took Dozer's runes and put them on him. So I'm gonna end the video here. You don't want to see this, but I do believe that this is something maybe like a free-to-play team that you can use. You've got the 3 elements. You'll have your defense buff, some heals, some shields, and Bulldozer's defense leader. That says, let's see if he can do it against the world. He's 1v3, and that's another thing that can work for Siege. Maybe even a vampire Gargoyle, and you should be able to 1v3 some people. This is obviously not gonna happen, but yeah, maybe a vampire Gargoyle. If it works, I'll test it out next Siege, and if it works, I'll write it in the comments saying that yeah, whoever, you know, so Gargoyle plus so and so on vampire works, or it doesn't. So that's gonna be it for the test of Malite, the Wind Gargoyle. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. He kind of sucks. He kind of sucks. Don't waste your resources building him. If you're end game, you're welcome. I wasted my resources. I'm probably not gonna use him very much. Now this is for end game, and honestly, it's because I have way better options as far as defense cleaves or wind tanks. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 right there, 3 Feng Yangs, and there is no better wind tank than a Feng. If you're mid game, he can definitely be of use here and there. As you saw, he's great at tanking Perna. So if you don't have a Feng Yang or but Ramahan is out now as well, Second Awaken. So, but if you don't have that Ramahan build and you want to do this guy, he offers plenty of utility with his provokes, the statue. He can legit, if you make him slow enough, he's gonna just be able to be a statue the whole time, and as long as he's provoking. So get a lot of accuracy on him. I'd say at least about 50% if you can, and you're probably not gonna want to invest your rage crit damage defense runes on him. So I'd say triple defense, Despair Will is definitely the way to go on him. That's gonna be it. And if you're early game, definitely build him. I guess you'll use him. You probably don't have a better wind tank, so that's gonna be it. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And remember, late game, don't waste your time. He sucks. You're not gonna use him. Mid game, Despair Well. And he's usable, and definitely in guild battles, siege battles. End game, actually, if he can solo on Vampire, he might be usable, and if he can, that'll be the next video. I'll definitely try him out in siege. There's not going to be many things that he can solo, but we'll see. Alright, guys, so that's going to conclude the test of Malite, the Wind Gargoyle. Alright, guys, that's going to conclude the test on Malite, the Wind Gargoyle. Again, don't waste your violent runes on him. You do not want him to proc out of that statue phase, okay? That's first and foremost. Save those violence. Use them on different people. Everybody needs violence except him. Do not use revenge. He won't be revenging when he's a statue. It's a completely wasted rune set if you have revenge on him, and he's not when he's a statue. If he's not a statue, then it could be great. All right, who knows? Now, I say definitely for utility, Despair Will. You need the will so he actually gets a turn. His speed is just way too low. It's just way too damn low, his base speed. So you need that turn, and you want to kind of be slow if you're going to be using him as a tank. So you can just cycle that skill 2. You won't really be using skill 1. So Despair Will is by far, I think, my favorite build for him. And Rage, as you saw, I mean, if you've got extra Rage runes laying around, then maybe you can, try that. Use them in a cleave. But that's about it. So late game, I would definitely say don't waste your time and resources on it, unless you are looking to maybe 1v3 or maybe 2v3 some siege battles. He definitely can do it. I think actually him on Vampire and Amelia, I'm pretty sure they can 2v3 some siege comps out there. So late game, I would say for siege purposes only. Mid game, yeah, build him. He's gonna give you a lot of utility, and he's gonna be a great wind tank for you. That's if you have if you don't have a wind tank. If you have one, then don't build them either. Don't waste your resources. And early game, and I mean really early, if you got him from the event, build him. If you got nothing else. But then again, your resources are limited, so maybe you might want to wait. I don't know. Your call, your account. You should know what you like. If you like him, you like the way he looks, build him, whatever. All right. All right, guys. I hope you guys learned something about this Malite Wind Gargoyle. And if you didn't know that he sucks, now you know. You know.